Okay, Richard, can you say something about you exactly, personally? What's your history?
Well, I've been in court since 2006, fighting for custody of my son.
What's the age?
My son now is just over 13 years old.
Well, and what's the situation now?
Well, unfortunately, the mother has custody. The court doesn't care about any evidence I present that the child has problems. The school has even testified in court that the mother is not an adequate mother looking after the child. Even the children ombudsman, the Judge has intervened as a prosecutor in my case. And in Poland, the children ombudsman has 40,000 suggestion cases in Poland a year. Only 200 a year. He entered and he's entered as a prosecutor in one of my cases. I'm one of the lucky ones, you could say.
Okay, Richard, can you compare this situation in Poland with the same problem in some other countries, US, UK, or I don't know, United States of America?
In some countries like Sweden, I believe Italy, Brazil, and in many states of America, there is something called 50-50 custody. The child is half the time with the mother and half the time with the father. That's very progressive, and all the psychological and sociological and other examination is the best solution for the children.
So, to say it shortly, it is possible to have the equal rights for mothers and for the fathers, yes?
Of course, why not? If women can have equal rights to work, why can't a father have equal rights to bring up his own child? It's not high technology, doesn't require a brain surgeon, it's just a natural instinct to be with your child. I mean, what's so hard as to feed, clothe and love your own child? Is that hard?
Okay, Richard, so where's the problem with the Polish courts?
That's a good question. I think it's the lack of political will. I think as simple as that. It's just that we want to have this. I don't know where it's from. I can't understand it. But what I see is a lack of political will of politicians. They don't want to do this. I don't know why.
Okay, and do you think that there is some economical reasons for the situation, that we described here?
Yeah, obviously that courts make some money on this. They're not making $1 million on it, but they're being employed. Judges we know are making typically 15,000 zlotys a month, yeah? Then lawyers are making typically 5,000 per case. And how many cases are these in court? I mean, there's hundreds of thousands. So when you multiply these sums, let's say each custody battle costs 5,000. Let's say you multiply it by 200,000 times. You've only got several million zlotys there, and that's per year. And then you multiply that by how many, or divide it by, say, 10,000 lawyers. Some of them are making a fortune, so there is an economic interest in it. But what I find, so there is a kind of business behind it in a sense as well.
Okay, and what about the other, how to call it, services linked with this business? I mean, erotica or mobs or gobs?
Well, it's developed into a whole industry, which is quite scary, because then you get bureaucrats, not just private lawyers and the judges, the courts, but you start getting a whole mechanism of, like, you know, the social services getting intervened. And it's before you're not just getting a few thousand, you start getting tens of thousands, and then you've got these psychologists. I mean, it's stupidity, this psychology. Imagine, you don't go for a sperm test to see if you can be a father, but you have to go for a psychological test to see if you're even allowed to serum kid him for how long. And on what basis is that? I mean, we know that the so-called RODK in Poland provides such stupid exams, like before the original test didn't even examine the father because the father was regarded as part of the family. Only the mother was examined. And now they start examining the father. And the fathers often have good contacts with their kids, they normally do, it's natural, but the courts then limit quite often the contact. They say, okay, you can see your son once a week, once every 2 weeks. That's a typical thing.
Okay, Richard, once more, to say it shortly, what you think we can do in Poland?
I think that we have to one thing is publicise this. Okay. The other thing is to talk to politicians to make them aware. Because a lot of people aren't aware. They think somehow, like that film Tata PL, which was 1994 or something. Yeah. They think that's
20 years ago.
21 years ago, exactly.
20 exactly. 20
years ago. 20 years ago. It was that film. They think, oh, that's somehow finished. Because we had, and the thing is, we should contact those people, was it Bogusław Linda and Cezary Pazura? Who was that woman, that famous actress? She was, what's her name?
You remember the name
What's her name?
of the actress?
You remember that? She's a famous actress. We should contact them and ask them, you know, on their opinions. Do they think it's changed, and maybe somehow do a short video interview with them? We should write to all politicians requesting an interview with them. You know, we should write to President Duda and say, can we have a meeting and present our arguments to you? That's what we have to. We have to keep lobbying, and we can even go outside schools for propaganda and make a leaflet out. Like we have no rights, and give them to 16-year-olds or 18-year-olds who are coming out of Lyceum, and then that TV will come. And people
Okay,
say that.
Richard, can you say that your story is similar that the story that you can that you can see in the film with Linda, the Tato film?
Oh yeah, definitely. My story is exactly like the film Tata, but the mechanism that the courts apply is the same whether it's to me or to anybody else.
Yeah.
What they do is they say the mother's an angel and the father's is a devil. And no matter what you're gonna
Taki znak, taki zakaz zatrzymywania. I to tak, jak pan myśli? Może się policja zatrzymywać za takim znakiem?
Nie będę panu udzielał żadnych odpowiedzi.
Ale to pan nie zna prawa o ruchu drogowym?
Znam.
No właśnie, to jak pan uważa? Czy może ci policjanci, a może pan powinien teraz ukarać tych policjantów, którzy tutaj wjechali za zakaz zatrzymywania? Jak to według pana jest?
No ja proszę pana, jakbym tutaj wjechał, to bym dostał mandat.
Tak, dokładnie. Panie kierowco, jak to jest? Widzi tam pan ten znak, nie? Zakaz zatrzymywania. To pan może tak się tutaj zatrzymywać?
Jestem na interwencji.
Ale jest pan na interwencji i ma pan włączone oświetlenie interwencyjne, czy nie? Czy nie musi pan włączać oświetlenia wtedy na interwencji? Tam jest zakaz zatrzymywania i postoju. Nie dotyczy kancelarii prezydenta. Pan ochrania kancelarię prezydenta?
Ale przyjechałem na wezwanie kancelarii.
Rozumiem. W związku z tym pan może tak bez łamać prawo, nie włączać po prostu sygnałów świetlnych, tak?
Ja cały czas panu mówię, że przyjechałem na wezwanie kancelarii.
Rozumiem. No fajnie.
Na wezwanie po.
Rozumiem, ale to może pan łamać prawo?
Ale ja przyjechałem na interwencję, ja nie przyjechałem sam.
Ale przyjechał pan na interwencję, ale podczas interwencji może tak pan jeździć na miejscu za zakazem zatrzymywania, zatrzymywać się i parkować, nie informując przechodniów o tym, że pan jest na interwencji?
No chyba nie.
Ale to każdego mam informować.
Proszę pana, może pan pouczyć kolegę tutaj, jakie po prostu prawo złamał? Sygnały świetlne powinny być przynajmniej włączone.
Proszę pana, ale o czym pan mówi?
Czy może pan pouczyć kolegę, żeby włączył sygnały świetlne podczas interwencji?
Proszę bardzo,
Zatrzymują się panowie na... O, teraz panowie włączyli.
Pouczcie kolegów też drugich, żeby też włączyli, żeby po prostu nie łamali prawa.